Hey y'all, Alyse here from Playing with Alyse. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome for the first time, and hopefully you decide to join us by subscribing. But I am going to jump right into this week. We are on week number 4. Can you believe it is about to be the last week of August already? Where has this year gone? But anywho, I'm not gonna dwell on that. Before we start with our week 4 budget, we have to go over week 3 to make sure that we did what we were supposed to do. And today I decided to actually record from our kitchen table. This is where I used to record when I very first started doing budgeting videos on my main channel. I'll link that first video above for y'all to see if you haven't seen it before. And I did not feel like recording from the bed where I usually do because it's been looking kind of dark in there to me when I record. So I tried going back in here in front of these windows, and hopefully this is brighter for y'all. Let me know if you notice a difference. All right, and so now that we got all of that unimportant stuff out of the way, let's get into this budget. So for last week, if you saw that video, you saw that our bills came out to $569.02 for the week, and our incidentals, our variable expenses came out to $709, which gave us a total budgeted amount of $1,278.02 for the week, and a remaining balance of $135.20 left over. So let's see if we stuck to what we said we were gonna do. And so for our bills, of course, everything ended up for the most part being exactly what it was budgeted for. So we did pay $77 for our Discover card, $90 towards taxes. Is that shaking? I feel like it's shaking. One moment, let me check something out. And I'm back. All right, and so as I was saying, our life insurance was $73.03. Our cloud was 99 cents. And for our care credit, we decided to go ahead and just pay the rest of it off because it only had a balance left of $163.09 after making the payment of $328. So we made an additional payment of $163.09 to just go ahead and knock that all out. So it totaled out to $491.09, which of course means we were over by $163.09. So let me pull out my red pen so that we can mark that. I don't know why I didn't already have my red and green pen out, knowing that I was gonna need them, but we will not worry about that right now. All right, so that is over by $163.09, and bring it down here. And so all of this together is $732.11, which makes it over by $163.09, in case you didn't hear that number enough. And so now for our expenses, our groceries ended up being $48.50 this week, and that's all my fault. They had spare ribs on sale for $1.85 a pound, and so I got 2 slabs, one for $5 and one for $3 and some change. So that was the $8 and whatever over. And then I picked up some cleaning supplies, which factor into our grocery budget. I don't know why I don't have it as household, but I always just add it into the grocery budget. So kind of, we were only $8 and some change over budget, but since I have the stuff in with the groceries, we were $18.50 over for groceries. So do that. For gas, we ended up actually spending $55.70 because our car never, well, I won't say never, our car usually doesn't take the $30 that's allotted each week to fill it up. It's usually like 20 something and some change, though it can get up to like 29 and some change. So I just leave the budget at $30 for the car just in case. And then my husband actually needed more than $30, so he only got $30 in gas. If you didn't see my last video, he has a pickup truck now that he inherited from our pawpaw. So we have to factor that into the gas now. So for the month, this month we are going to be over on our gas budget just because mid-month it changed to being budgeted for $60 a week instead of $30 a week, except for the upcoming week, but we'll get to that in a second. And so for tithes, my husband actually ended up only having $126.29 for his tithes, so that was under. We put the full $350 into savings this past week. William only spent $4.44 of his money. I, on the other hand, spent $28.78 of my money. I tried really hard. I bought an outfit for this event that I went to. There's this store called Lively, which is a lingerie store. It's like comfortable lingerie, basically. And they had their grand opening down here, and I'm an ambassador for them, so I was invited. Went to that. I can't currently fit most of my clothes because I'm going through a weight gain patch in my life. So I went to Target and found an outfit that came out to $28.78 after my 5% off using the red card, and there weren't any cartwheels or anything. So it was only $3.78 over, but I need to work on sticking to my actual budget and not going over by any amount. And we did get Angel her $25 gift. We spent for entertainment $24.90. We ended up going to the movies this weekend to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. If you are a Quentin Tarantino fan, people are on the fence that are actual Quentin Tarantino fans as to whether they like this movie or not. It's a good movie regardless, but it didn't follow all of the formula that Quentin usually puts into each of his movies, so that's why people are upset. I liked it because I like the story that it was actually based on, which I will not tell you in case you don't know what that story is. So go see it. I would recommend it. I would give it 4 out of 5 stars, and 4 is only because it was 3 hours long, but it was entertaining for the whole 3 hours. Now back to this for eating out, we spent $0 this week. And for miscellaneous, we spent $18.29. And now I'll go back and do the pluses and minuses and all of that. Got a little boring of me going back and forth doing it. So I'll fill in all the minuses and then I'll go back and do the pluses. Alrighty, and so for our expenses this week, we ended up spending a total of $681.90, which means we were under by $27.10 for the week. So that's a win, at least. And If we add all of this up, it comes out to $1,414.01 that we spent for the week, which would technically make us over budget by 79 cents. Well, not over budget, but our remaining amount of money would be 79 cents less than what we actually have. All right, so we are over budget by $135.99 for this week. And that's because of that extra payment that we made towards care credit for $163.09 to go ahead and close that out. But technically, we are not over budget because we took this out of our savings account because we recently received a $200 gift card from a company due to a review that we left. I'll leave that at that. And we have been using that gift card to pay for things that would usually come out of our expenses.
And the plan was to put that money into our savings account, and once we reached $200, we would put that amount towards our lowest debt. But we did not put any of that money into the savings, we just left it in our checking, and since this was the only amount that was left, the $163.09, I took that out of savings, put it in the checking, paid off the card, and now I'm going to put the $163.09 back into savings.
Long story short, took this out of savings, it's getting put back into savings. And so, as you see down here, we had a remaining balance of $135.20 for this last week. And once you subtract this from this and that from that and all of that, it shows that we have a remaining balance of negative 79 cents. But that's not the case, since we did take that out of savings. So we actually have a remaining balance of like $140 something. I can't remember the exact amount, but it's like 143 and some change for the week that's gonna roll over into the next week. Speaking of next week, and is it ridiculously dark on here? Why can't I get right with my filming, Lord? But anyway, speaking of next week, it's time to set that budget. And so as you know, I put all my lines and all of that good stuff for when I'm making my budget on the pages. And would you look at that? What is this beautiful sight to behold? A brand new ruler. I got the colorful ruler from Erin Condren, as you can see. And I'm gonna start using this instead of my old ruler that I've had since either freshman year of college or high school. I'm gonna start using this to make my budget and also using my personal planner. So we got that line. And I'm not gonna make you sit while I make these lines. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, well, we got that taken care of. So now, boop, we're gonna label it. This is for August 23rd through August 29th. I still can't believe it, no matter how many times I say it. And this is the Paycheck number 4 budget. Alrighty, let's jump into this thing. So the bills that we have for this week are as follows. We have water, trash, internet, and our car note. Oh, what is wrong with me? budget, dollar sign, actual, dollar sign, plus or minus, dollar sign. Y'all know I need my dollar signs in my life. Total. Now, our water bill, which broke my heart, is $81.95 this month. Our trash is $17.21. Internet is $104.20, and car note is $241.68. Trash, internet, and car will always be the same unless it's time for it on the snowball, and then the water is always a variable. And I have never in my days had a water bill that much. It's just two of us, man. What were we doing? Washing cars for the neighborhood? I don't know. Anyway, so that all totals out to $445.04. And now, that was painless. So now let's get to this good old expense list and see what damage we can do this week. Which is actually not gonna be much because this is gonna be one of the no spend weeks for this month. If you didn't hear, on my monthly August budget video, I'll link that above for you. We are doing a low spend month this month instead of a no spend month because, well, not for any real reason other than didn't want to fully commit to a no spend month. But we did, the week before last was a no spend week and it turned out great. We didn't spend any money. Then this last week we did good. As you just saw what we spent last week. Didn't go too bad over budget, and the amounts that were budgeted last week were lower than usual, so it still counted as a low spend. But let's get back to these expenses. Let's stop talking about the past. So for our groceries this week, it's actually going to be $0. And our gas, I'm only budgeting $30 for this week because I basically still have a full tank of gas. William might end up having to get some more. I might end up having to get some more, but it'll probably be next Friday, which will be the next pay period. So it won't count for this week. So I'm just gonna budget $30 for gas. For tithes, it's gonna be $66.60 this week. Savings is the usual $50. Eating out and entertainment are both gonna be $0 because it's a no spend week. Then William will still get his $25 a week because sometimes he leaves home too late and doesn't get to make a lunch, and I don't want him to just be starving because he forgot to pack his lunch, so I'm still gonna give him that. Mine is $0, and I'm pushing it with this one. I'm even gonna have miscellaneous as $0. Let's see how that goes. And then we have our $42 that we give our Mama B for the time being voluntarily. She doesn't ask for it. We give it to her to pay off a debt that we call a debt that she does not call a debt. And so this full amount is going to be $213.60. And that's gonna leave us a remaining balance of, let's see, all right, so it's giving us a remaining balance for the week of $150.34. That's not right. What are you doing, Alyse? Get it together. So erase that. All right, so the total for our expenses is $213.60. The total for both of these together is $658.64. And the remaining amount that we'll have left over is $150.34. That's what I meant the first time. But that is it for our week 4 budget. For our bills, everything's coming out to $445.04. Our expenses come out to $213.60 for the bare minimum of just gas, tithe, savings, and lunch money basically, which gives us a total budgeted amount this week of $658.64 and a remaining balance of $150.34 for the week. Let's see if we can stick to it and that I do not go crazy like I did last week. It might not seem like a lot to y'all, but I should have done better. I'm holding myself accountable. But that's it. I will see y'all later on this week for our September budget. Can you believe it? It's already time to make your September budgets. And also stay tuned for a September monthly plan with me as well. If you're interested in seeing either of those videos, definitely subscribe so that you don't miss out, and hit that notification bell so they let you know when I post it. And if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a huge thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, and it would help out my channel a lot. Thank you for that in advance. But besides that, I will see y'all later on the next video from Plan with Alyse. Bye, y'all.